For 86 years, generations of families lived and died without ever seeing the Boston Red Sox win a World Series. It wasn't just a losing streak. It was a psychological chokehold known as the curse of the Bambino. The curse of the Bambino was born in 1920 when the Boston Red Sox sold legendary slugger Babe Ruth to their bitter rivals, the New York Yankees. The curse doomed the Red Sox to decades of bizarre, agonizing near misses. And by October 2004, the nightmare reached its absolute peak. Down 3-0 against the New York Yankees in the 2004 American League Championship Series, defeat was a certainty. No team in Major League Baseball history had ever came back from a 3-0 deficit. The Red Sox were dead in the water. But this wasn't just any team. This was a self-proclaimed band of idiots, and they were about to pull off the impossible. Today on Baseball Legends Chronicles, we go inside the clubhouse, onto the dirt of Fenway Park, and look back to October 2004 to witness the exact moment a century of heartbreak vanished into autumn air. It's the bottom of the 9th inning in Game 4 of the 2004 American League Championship Series. The Yankees are 3 outs away from a sweep. On the mound is Mariano Rivera, the greatest postseason closer in Major League Baseball history. And he walks Boston Red Sox Kevin Millar. Boston Red Sox Dave Roberts enters as a pitch runner, and everyone in the stadium knows he's going to steal. On the very first pitch, Dave Roberts bolts. His fingers slide across second base a millisecond before the tag. Moments later, Bill Millar drives Roberts home, and the game is tied. And the curse of the Bambino flinches. And in the 12th inning, David Ortiz hits a walk-off home run into the Boston night. Fenway Park erupts. The comeback is alive. And what followed was 4 days of absolute sports madness. Game 5 goes 14 innings, ended again by the heroics of Big Papi. Game 6 introduces the world to the bloody sock as a hobbling Curt Schilling pitches through excruciating pain, his surgical sutures leaking blood onto his uniform. By Game 7, the pressure completely shifts. The New York Yankees collapse under the weight of history, while the Boston Red Sox cruises to a 10-3 victory. And that day, the Boston Red Sox do what had never been done in Major League Baseball history, conquering their rivals and winning the American League pennant. However, the ultimate prize still laid ahead in the Fall Classic. However, many from Red Sox Nation wondered if the curse of the Bambino would return. The 2004 World Series against the St. Louis Cardinals almost felt like a victory lap. The Boston Red Sox steamrolled through the National League champion, St. Louis Cardinals. And by Game 4 in St. Louis, the outcome was inevitable. In the bottom of the ninth inning, Keith Foulke fields a soft ground ball and tosses it to first base. And it's over. A 4-game sweep, and the Boston Red Sox are World Series champions. In that final moment, 86 years of collective heartbreak vanished. Grown men wept in the grandstands. Millions poured into the streets of Boston, across New England. For many Red Sox fans, they visited cemeteries to place championship banners on graves of parents and grandparents who didn't live to see the day. The curse of the Bambino was dead. The Boston Red Sox were World Series champions. And it reminds us why we watch this great game of baseball. Because no matter how dark the night gets, dawn is always possible. Stories like this remind us why we never stop believing, even when the odds say it's impossible. If this journey through baseball history touched your heart, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to Baseball Legends Chronicles. And before you go, we would love to hear from you. So drop a comment below and share your piece of history. Where were you, or what were you doing on the night the curse of the Bambino was finally broke? As always, thanks for watching.